First off, we have Lelisha here, and she is a financial wealth coach, and she's been running it up ever since partnering with us. How you feeling today, Lelisha?
I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really confident. I'm feeling really good, and I'm ready to keep on running it up. Honestly, I'm ready to keep running it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So, my first question for you is, how much money have you made in the last 2 months of working with us?
Definitely over 50K. Well over 50K. Um, uh, easily. I'm not gonna say that.
Easily.
Like not in a cocky way, but in a in a clarity way. Like you really know your stuff. So as soon as you gave me that clarity to understand what I was selling and who I was selling it to, I was able to really.
And then, so like after you got that, so I would say before you had that clarity, where were you at? Like, how was business like for you?
It was decent. I was clearing 10K. I was easily clearing 10, 15K a month, right? Like, but I wanted more. Like, I wanted more. That wasn't enough, especially, when what I'm used to in a sense. So I feel like I was truly lacking clarity, like, and direction. Direction, definitely. Definitely.
And so that's what you say. Like, what was your business like before we started working together? How was that? Like, what would you describe your business before we started working with you?
Honestly, lack of systems, right? Like, I didn't have Go High Level in place, it wasn't set up. I didn't have systems. I didn't have clarity in my content. So I just was kind of posting all over the place. Like, and it wasn't, I want to say, it wasn't dependable. Like, the income I've been making since working with you guys, I know for a fact, like, minimum a month, I'm going to do a 20, especially if I stick to the plan, right? Like, whereas before, when I was just jumping from this offer to that offer to this offer, 15K, right? 13K. That's cute. That's 100K. But yeah, let's just say with clarity, you already done that.
And like, as soon as you got that clarity, it was like you was just moving. It was like you hit up in the chat. You're like, "Yo, I just closed this." I'm like, "Yo, she is going crazy right now. Like, what's going on?" It was like 20K, 30K off. We're 10 days in, 40K. I'm like, "Yo, she is going crazy." And like, have you tried any other programs before, or like any other mentorship?
Like, well, like a marketing team, yeah, but it wasn't clear.
How
So,
how how was that?
like, they didn't really give me a direction in my offer, like the content I needed to post. I feel like they didn't build out any of my systems. Let me look at the data.
Okay, you good.
Okay, I'm covered. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it was definitely a lack of clarity, and again, they didn't build out any systems for me. So no high level, no any of that.
And like, so when we first reached out to you and you were interested in working with us, what was like that final? What was like that push that made you want to move forward and work with us?
Honestly, the do everything for me. The do it all, like the systems, the give me what marketing, like what offer, how I should position it. That was it. I-
And it's like that clarity is just like, yeah, this is a no brainer.
And I seen that you guys did it for other people. Like I seen that you guys actually had the receipt, and that was enough for me. And even when you got on the call, when we got on the call, like the way that you already you gave me clarity, you're not even big yet. I'm like, okay, wait, okay, wait, hold on. So if that's how I knew, like, yeah, this is what the information is like, then I know your patient information is fine.
Fire, fire. And like, I think you already answered it, but like, what part of the systems made like the biggest difference for you in your business?
I feel like go high level, even though I'm not using it to its fullest capacity right now, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like having that in place for when we was doing the perfect webinar and just seeing the signups and seeing like and being able to like answer DMs without having to go into Instagram, right? Like that was I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know you could do that. So I feel like the go high level system got like change the beginning of that. And then also just I feel like just also being able to see what's going on. Like see the funnel that you build out for real. I can see, the blueprint that you're like I can see it. That is what and just how you show up every time in the calls with a whole freaking presentation on what I need to do and how I need to do it. So yeah, the system.
It's all set up for you.
Exactly, exactly. I don't have to do nothing but tell you guys I want. Literally, like, what do you want? Oh, this is what I want. Oh, I don't want this anymore. Oh, I want to go a different direction. Like, you guys are really good at, or you're really good at direction and clarity. Like,
Yeah.
that's your mastery.
I
You're
mean,
the
like
smart.
once you have that like direction, it's like okay, now you know how to move. Because before, if you don't have that direction, if you don't have that clarity, it's like okay, I'm gonna do this, but I don't know if it's gonna really work. And if it doesn't work, then I don't know what I did to fix it.
Exactly, exactly. And I feel like having that back and forth, like having you on my perfect webinar with me during the first time that I ever, did it and presented it to my audience was really, really great support. Like having you in the chat, hyping the chat up and just letting me know what I need to pay attention on, what I need to focus on, like and just, affirmations during it, right? Because that's a tough thing. I don't care what nobody said. Running that perfect webinar is not for the weak, right? It's not for the weak. It's not for the insecure. It's not for none of that, like so the way that you taught me how to do it and the way that I was able to utilize it in my lives,
Yeah, even it's a cheat code the way you're using it in your lives. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cheat code.
like it's imagine if I when I really start running them again with this specific offer, it's
Don't worry, we coming, we coming.
gonna be crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
And like, so how has this past 2 months changed the way you like change your confidence in the way you just step into your business?
I just it really reminds me that I never had a selling problem. I had a clarity problem. I had a sitting still with one thing problem. Like, 'cause that's one thing you got, like, you really kind of like, it really hit me in my head. It's like, girl, stick with it. You don't know if it's going to work if you don't stick with it. Post the content, post the videos, have the offer that's tied around it. And that clarity in my business, Brian, as you can see, the numbers are speaking for itself, and I'm grateful. And plus, too, like honestly, you being a God fearing person, those are the kind of people I'm trying to have in my business. Like me, my business elevate. It means more than anything for
Yeah,
so yeah,
you can't do nothing if it's God not in the middle of it at all.
it's a whole blueprint already. So it's like if you pay attention to the blueprint, you have people that can see it in different ways. Success is inevitable. Really.
Yeah, 100%. So, but what would you say to someone who was in the same position as you were before joining the program?
Get somebody who knows marketing, get somebody who knows offers, get somebody who knows systems, and that's somebody who be Brian. Not like, invest into yourself. For real, like invest into yourself, be for real, and get a team that understands what you need and that they're gonna execute it for you. So I feel like if it was somebody like me who's been making money, right? Who's made good money before and they just like had a dip in their business, I feel like the smartest thing that you can do for yourself before you dip down to zero is dip Brian because he knows his stuff. And I'm not just saying because I hired you, I'm saying because compared to everybody else in the market, you are the best at it. And it's not only that big.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So, do you have any final words or advice in general for other coaches or creators that's watching this video right now?
My advice to them would be it doesn't matter how hard you work, if you don't have a realistic strategy, you're just working. And if you can outsource somebody who can work on your business, right? Well, work in your business for you, it'll make more sense. I feel like if you are watching this video and you think you have maybe like a problem with customers or anything, I would doubt that. I feel like you have just a you don't know problem, and then you could hire somebody that can do it for you.
Well said. Well said. Well said. Well, I appreciate you popping on, and yeah, that's been it's been a great journey. Like just working with Alicia so far, and like I'm very looking forward to scaling her, even going into next year.